Hey friends! Well, my children are laughing at me. Welcome to Mama Mel's kitchen. We're just having a good old time up in here today in Eastover, South Carolina. I hope that you are having a great Tuesday, and tonight we are going to, this afternoon, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, we are going to throw together a casserole that you can make ahead of time. Hey, sweet Katie Miller, I love you, my friend. Thank you for joining me today. But today, I'm going to share with you a little mistake I made, plus showing you how I recovered, how I bounced back, pivoted, and recovered really quickly in like 30 minutes time. So, today is sausage, hash brown. Let's start it off with the hash brown first. Hash brown, sausage, egg casserole. Now, tonight, this is what my family's gonna have for supper. Since it's so many days before Christmas, I don't want to leave this in the fridge for that long, but you can make it the night before Christmas, and then the next morning, put it in the oven, and then you'll have you a nice casserole, breakfast casserole for Christmas Day. This one in particular is gluten-free because it doesn't have any kind of wheat products in it. It's got potatoes, sausage, eggs, black pepper, salt, and Colby Jack cheese, and that's it. So, it's not keto friendly, but it is gluten-free friendly. Hey, Andrea, thank you for joining me. So, first of all, my little mistake. Okay, this calls for hash browns, a package of hash browns, like a almost 2-pound bag. It's a 1 and 10 ounce bag of frozen hash browns. Well, I didn't have that. So Melanie, being Melanie, I said, oh shoot, that'll be easy. I'll make my own hash browns. And please excuse me, I've been taste testing all day in my kitchen. I've been cooking up a storm. We had a inner circle, our inner circle, baking day, so we did a lot of baking for like 3.5 hours. But let me show you what happened. Okay, it said put your hash browns on the pan on a cookie sheet and let them kind of crisp up before you put them together in the casserole. Well, since I shredded my own potatoes like so, I used a grater and a potato and I shredded it. What I failed to do was rinse the potato off. Rinse what I shredded. I failed to rinse that and put a little bit of lemon juice with it because my potatoes turned a grayish color. And then when I went to go put them in the oven on my little sheet pan, then they turned an ugly gray and brown color. And I am not...
Looks like you got that at the bottom of a lake.
I know, Faith Ann said that looks like seaweed. Or it looks like I got it at the bottom of a pond or a lake somewhere. But y'all, it looks terrible. But I pivoted. I thought, okay, I'm gonna backstroke and I'm gonna redo my potatoes, but this time I'm gonna soak them in cold water. Now this is just out of my brain. Soak them in cold water and put a little bit of lemon juice on there, just a little bit acidity, because just like things oxidize when they get exposed to air, just like our bodies and our skin and everything, oxidation takes place, and if you don't hydrate it and rinse off that starch, it's going to turn an ugly gray color. So what I have in the oven here is more beautiful. It is so pretty. and I'm going to show them to you right now. I've just been letting them dry out. It's the second batch of shredded potatoes. This is supposed to be a very easy recipe, and I made it quite difficult on myself because I wasn't intentional and prepared. That was our lesson in the inner circle today too. But look how pretty and white these are. And I'm telling you, they smell very good. They're shredded up potatoes. I've tossed them with a little oil. You can see the steam coming off. And I'm just gonna leave them right here on the oven. I'm gonna put them here because we're getting ready to use them. And I'm gonna reduce my heat to 350. I reduced my heat to 350. Okay. Now, another tip. When you buy sausage, always be thinking ahead of time. Sausage, if you use sausage in a recipe, you can always cook that ahead of time, put it in a little Ziploc bag, throw it in the freezer, and you'll have your sausage ready if a recipe calls for sausage. But this recipe is so simple. 8 eggs that have been beaten up together with a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper, okay? Now, I do not want to touch that with my naked hands. So I'll put this here. My naked hands. You're funny. All right, another tip. This is something I had a candle the other day that burned down, and it had a wooden top on it. So I took the little rubber edge off of it, and now I'm going to use this as a hot plate because I don't want to waste that. That's just me. That's just me, okay? What is in the bowl? Oh, Dana. Dana. This was my flop. This was my shredded, this is my shredded potatoes that I did not rinse off. And they turned gray and ugly. So we are not, you know what? You know what that looks like? You know what that looks like?
What?
That looks like marijuana buds.
Oh my gosh.
That looks like some kind of bud that grows on a plant, doesn't it? That's dead. Oh, it's awful looking. Anyway, we're not using that. This is a comical cooking segment today. All right, I've got my handy dandy glass pan. If you want to, you can chop up some onion in there. I'm just going to use a little bit of, I'm going to sprinkle on the top of the potatoes a little bit of garlic powder. And I always use garlic powder. I use it for everything. I use garlic powder in just about anything. And I think I'm going to sprinkle in a little dried onion. Just for flavor. That's what makes cooking fun, easy. You season it how your family likes it. Okay, first step. Let's put together our casserole. Now I have sprayed this with cooking spray, and I'm going to sprinkle these hash browns. Now these aren't going to look like your store-bought ones. These are my homemade ones. But they look a whole lot better than those other ones did. Goodness gracious day. I thought, ooh, my family's not going to eat no gray potato. All right, we're going to put that in the bottom. And then we're going to pour this egg mixture. Now this looks super dark because the eggs from my chickens are just super rich and super dark. Yours from the store might not look this way, but it's perfectly fine. A 1 pound bag of Colby Jack cheese, which is it says 2 cups. Oh no. That is a lot. 1 cup is 8 ounces. And you sprinkle that cheese over there.
Katie said how many eggs?
8 eggs. 8 eggs whisked together with some salt and pepper. About a teaspoon of salt. Now we want to get our sausage. Y'all, seriously, it's so easy. Just want to take your ground sausage. I use Jimmy Dean, or I told y'all the other day, Sam's has switched brands on me and going to Farmer's, which is a Smithfield product, which Smithfield is very popular in North Carolina. Faith Ann's trying to snag my sausage. I'm fixing to do a Southern mama thing. Anybody want a girlfriend? I got one right here. She's 21 years old and can talk football like a pro.
I have too much on my plate right now.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
For that mess.
Anyway. I'm trying to help the girl out. Okay.
I don't need any help.
I know you don't. All right, now we've got that layered. We got potatoes, cheese, egg mixture, and now we're putting more potatoes. Simple. It doesn't have to be exact. If you want it, put it in a different order, put it in a different order. It's okay. But this is something, you can cook your sausage ahead of time. You can thaw out you can pick up a bag of Hashbrown at the store. Thaw them out, put them on a little baking sheet and get them nice and crispy first. That's what when I looked up this recipe, that was the little helpful hint from the person. Huh.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Stephanie. I do not need a man.
No. I'm not saying she needs a man. I'm not saying she needs one.
I don't really want one either right now either.
Oh my word.
Mom.
Okay, we're going to top this with the rest of our sausage mixture. Well, not sausage mixture, just ground browned sausage.
Delicious.
Now, you could put this in the refrigerator. You can do this the night before, Christmas Eve. Put it in the fridge and bake it the next morning at 350 for 45 minutes. Put foil over it. But be careful to not let the foil touch the top of the cheese. Oh gosh, I got to put my rest of my egg on here. Great day. Okay. We're going to pour our egg on here.
Looks like pumpkin spice mixture.
I know, I don't know why
Pumpkin
it
pie.
turned out that way, but anyway, oh well.
It's just the pepper and stuff.
Yeah, the pepper and the salt made it look that way. Okay, now I'm just going to dump this whole bag. You can't have too much cheese, y'all, I don't think. Now, you could put peppers in this, chop you up some peppers, like little bell peppers or something, and just doctor it up any kind of way that you want. Later on this week, I'm going to be putting together my French toast, my Christmas morning French toast that my kids love. And you will definitely want to be in tune for that. But, okay, my casserole is ready to go into the oven. And it didn't take us any time. I started right at 5 o'clock. And I just put it together. I put it together slow. But if you prep things ahead of time, you are going to be so much happier in the kitchen. If you're a working mom, a working dad, and you are having a struggle making home-cooked meals for your family, I highly suggest that you take just an hour out of your weekend, sometime maybe on a Sunday afternoon or even on a Saturday afternoon, and cook up that hamburger meat in your fridge and cook up your sausage and put it in zip bags and label it. That way your meat is already browned and ready to go. Go ahead and season it with your salt and pepper. Season it with your onion powder or whatever. And then if you have time, just like Robbie suggested today, choose the longer line in the grocery store. So you can scroll Pinterest or scroll TikTok for little recipe ideas. That's what I love to do. And I find a lot of things like that'll help me with doing faster things in the kitchen and making different things. My family's excited about this tonight, and I'm excited about it too. Especially because I'm using my own homemade hash browns. But, you know, life is like that. Sometimes it throws you a curveball and you have to pivot and you have to change gears and you have to rethink the way that you were doing something. So that's what I had to do today when my potatoes turned gray. And so now I've got a great looking casserole ready to pop in the oven, and I'm gonna pop it in there. I got to cover it up. Got to cover it up with my foil, but I'm gonna pop it in there for 30 to 45 minutes.
Dana said that she would love the French toast recipe.
Okay, French toast recipe is super easy. What I can do is I will post the recipe if y'all want me to.
You should just do the video making it.
I know I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna post the recipe early in the week so y'all can go ahead and get your ingredients and we'll make it together.
Ooh.
We can make it together. Tell them about the, come here.
Good idea.
Come here and tell,
I look like a who shot Lizzie. Hey y'all.
this child does not look like a Who Shot Lizzie. If she looks like this and she thinks she looks like a Who Shot Lizzie, then think about what she looks like when she's done up. Anyway, tell them about my French toast.
It will make you want to slap your mama.
Oh,
It's so good. It's a good thing.
I know that.
Okay. It's really good. It's our favorite thing to eat on Christmas morning. We've been doing it how long?
For years and years and years since we lived in,
Since I was little.
since you were a little teeny baby.
And
tiny
I
thing.
crave it all the time. Even though we only ever have it on Christmas Day. I wish you'd make it more often.
It is something I should make more often.
But I guess it makes it more fun. It's a tradition.
Yeah, it makes its own.
Katie said, what is it? Who shot Lizzie?
A Who Shot Lizzie? That is when you look a hot mess, that's a Who Shot Lizzie.
Yeah.
That's a Southern saying. Anyway, my French toast makes its own syrup, and you put it together the night before, and then you put it in the oven Christmas morning, and it is lovely, heavenly. And make some bacon.
I was about to say bacon goes really well with it.
Cook some
'cause it's-
bacon, sausage balls.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet, so something to balance
Something
that out.
savory to balance it out. We usually I make the sausage balls ahead of time, which I could do that this week if y'all want me to. I made some today. 3 ingredients: sausage, raw sausage, cheddar cheese, and Bisquick. And then you mix all that together, make little balls about the size of a ping pong ball, put them in a plastic bag, and when you get ready to cook them, just put them on your baking sheet and bake them in the oven for about 15 minutes until they're nice and golden brown and they're sizzling, and they are so good. They are so good. My kids eat them up. So Katie said you like a Gucci girl.
Aunt Gucci.
You need to be my eyes. Teach us how to make your bacon. Oh gosh, my bacon. I do need to teach y'all how to make my bacon, don't I? That's easy. That's easy peasy. I'll do that later on this week too. And another thing I can show you, I can show y'all so many things I'm cooking this week. Christmas time is laid back. Thanksgiving is my big cook of the year. But Christmas time, Jay goes and cooks the pork butts on the open fire down in Turbyville and brings back the barbecue. And then I make slaw. I will make ambrosia, which is a fruit salad. And, okay, Dana, you need all the tips, okay? Yes, please give me feedback, because my heart, where my heart is helping you guys not be afraid of the kitchen. Like when Katie was here over the summer, we took, we had potatoes one night, just chopped them up, put them in I think I even put them in the microwave and just put some butter and salt. And we had so many left over that the next day I did like a little hash with bacon and stuff like that for breakfast. And we had the leftovers out of the refrigerator the next day, and we had the potatoes that way. So not being afraid. Just I need to if y'all want me to help you, you got to tell me what you need help with, okay? Because I'm assuming, and maybe I shouldn't be assuming, that y'all know what I'm talking about. So please don't feel scared to say, what is that? Just like, oh yeah, Katie, the other day you said, what in the world is cheesecloth? Cheesecloth that I use to squeeze out my slaw when I was doing it in the blender. Cheesecloth is just a fine mesh cloth that you strain things through. A lot of times when people are making yogurt, they put the soft cheese in there and they let it, that's why it's called cheesecloth. They let the moisture drip through, and then you have what's left over is yogurt, homemade yogurt. My bacon, I just put my bacon, well, if I don't put it in my cast iron skillet, I usually put it, on my baking stone. And this is my Pampered Chef baking stone. No, I'm not a Pampered Chef representative. Find somebody local that does Pampered Chef and get you some of these baking stones. They are awesome. They are something I use all the time, and you can tell I use them all the time because mine are extremely well seasoned. This starts off really light colored, like real pale, and now it's seasoned because it's been cooked on so much. So anyway, hey Amy, welcome. Okay. All right, girls. Any other questiones? It's 5:22. I didn't want to keep y'all too long because I know your supper time is coming up. All my Texas friends, they're still mid-afternoon, late afternoon. But my East Coast friends, it's getting towards supper time, isn't it? So I'm gonna pop this. Have any other questions?
Well, Carson just called you, but I'll call him on my phone.
And thank you guys for tuning in. I sure did enjoy today. And please message me. This is my crazy household. Please message me or comment below if you have any particular questions in mind, and I will be more than happy. It would be my pleasure to help you in the kitchen, to not be afraid of the kitchen, and to maneuver around the kitchen a little bit easier. That's my heart. So I hope y'all have a great, hey David, Merry Christmas to you too, friend. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday evening. And I will see you sometime later on this week. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.